Thanks for joining us. In today's session, we're going to look at creating drone string guitar chords. And this is a way of slightly modifying chords that we already play to create new and exciting sounds. And a lot of these shapes you won't find in your normal garden variety guitar chord book. So let's dive right in. I'm going to start with an E major chord, just an open E major chord. And I'm going to change the fingering of this chord slightly. So you can see the fingering that I have on the screen now. It's exactly the same chord shape. And the reason why I'm changing the fingering is that I want to have our index finger free so that I can create a bar as I move this shape up the guitar. So if I move this E chord shape up one fret and put my first finger at the first fret, I will have our standard F major bar chord. Now today what we're going to do is just let the first and second string ring open. So you don't really have to worry if you're having trouble playing bar chords. All we're going to do is use the basic bar chord shape, but just use our index finger to point to string 6, to the note on string 6, and leave the first and second string open. So it won't really be a bar chord. We're going to modify our bar chord shape. Now if you have a look at the screen, you'll see I have a modified F chord here. I've got the first and second string open, and here's how it sounds. Quite an interesting sounding chord. I've got the name of this modified chord at the bottom of the page. It could be called F major 7 flat 5 or F major 7 sharp 11. At the moment we're not going to be really worried about all the names of the chords. They will appear on the screen as I play them, but we're just looking at the concept of creating the sounds first, just going for the sound and then later on having a look at what these chords could be called. Okay, moving this bar chord shape up to the 3rd fret, we'd have our normal G major bar chord. Letting the first and second string ring open, we have this sound. Again, an interesting sounding G chord. Moving it up to the A bar chord of the 5th fret. There's our standard A major chord, letting the first and second string ring open. For our drone strings, we have that very nice lush sounding A chord. Okay, continuing up the fingerboard, I'm going up to the 7th fret and I have a B bar chord. Applying our drone string principle, first and second string open, here's how our new B chord could sound. One fret higher, up to the 8th fret, and we have our C major bar chord. Letting the first and second string ring open, we have C major 7. Now depending on your guitar, you may not be able to go up to the 10th fret. I'm going to play the D bar chord. I can reach it on this guitar, so I'm going to play D major at the 10th fret. Now letting the first and second string ring open, we have a D add 6 add 9 chord. Okay, so the idea is that we can use these chords in songs. You can mix them in with your normal chords that you play, your normal chord voicing. For example, if we took the George Benson song On Broadway, now George does it in the key of A flat. So I'm just going to play it in the key of A at the moment, because what we're looking at doing is most of the chords that we're playing are in keys where the notes E and B, that's the first and second string, where those notes are in that particular key. So I'm going to play On Broadway, the first chord progression in On Broadway. I'm going to play it in the key of A. So I'm going to play an A chord going back to a G, but what I'm doing is using our new modified chords. Firstly, I'll play it as an A to G as a bar chord. Absolutely nothing wrong with that, but here it is now with our drone chords. Here you get a different texture there. It's not that one sound is better than the other, but in a group you could actually use your drone string version of A going to G, where another guitar player might play power chords or something like that, just to fill out the sound. As another example, if we listen to the outro in Under the Bridge by Red Hot Chili Peppers, if I play the chords A, C, G and F and use these drone strings, you can hear it gives that sort of flavour that Red Hot Chili Peppers have in that section of the song. So I hope you've enjoyed this first look at drone strings for our guitar chords. We can use this with a lot of different shapes. Some chords might not sound too good when you move them around. Just go for the sounds you like at the moment, and then once you get used to them, see if you can learn the names of these chords, because later on when they turn up in some songs, like for example you might have a song that has a G6 chord in it, and now you know that if you played a G bar chord at the 3rd fret and let the 1st and 2nd string ring open, you would have a different way or an alternative way of playing a G6. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed that, and I look forward to catching up at our next session. Bye for now.